The prize is a Highland furred cloak, you say? Sounds good to me. Welcome back to our Battanian Focus playthrough. Let's join this tournament. Now, I have found out, thanks to those of you in the comments, that there's actually a little lock icon on the top of the inventory, which basically makes it possible for me to make it so that I don't take all of the items from the shop and I can literally just hit auto equip and then I don't have to worry about it. So thank you very much for letting me know about that. Those kinds of things usually escape my attention for some reason. Don't know why that happens, but it does. More often than I would like to admit. Yes, take that. Fall down. Thank you. Very good indeed, Diggory. Yes, it's actually kind of funny that Diggory has 79 in two-handed weapon proficiency, and yet he's able to do very fast swings. Okay, wait a minute. The legend that is Pelisor. And yeah, by the way, hilarious comments on the previous episode. I very much appreciate reading those. They are super funny. Because Pelisor, of course, thanks to one of you actually out there for making that mod. It is actually a mod that you sent me. And it is just crazy. Absolute props to you out there. So yeah, we're going to actually watch this round, and we're going to see who wins. Let's see if Pelisor can actually... Oh no. There's no way he's going to win. Not in a... What? What? Okay. The legend that is Pelisor continues. Isn't the Oathsworn a tier 5 unit? Did you... What? Did you see that? He literally has about 15 or 16 in two-handed weapon proficiency, and Pelisor was able to beat a Battanian Oathsworn. Right? Okay, tell me never to get involved against Pelisor ever again, because that guy is crazy. Alright, so we'll see how we go here, because we're actually up against him now, which is probably not going to work out too well for us, especially considering the enemy. Oh dear. Oh, we headshot him. I'm so sorry, Mr. Pelisor. Oh, I'm so sorry, Battanian Scout and various other people. Oh, no. Oh, my accuracy is apparently pretty good, but yes, Pelisor is done. And, I mean, I suppose that is the way of things, is it not? But he did an amazing job eliminating that Oathsworn. I really thought that the Oathsworn was going to win very, very easily, but apparently not. Very surprised. Very surprised at that. But what I do know is that I think this is an upgrade for me. But if it's not an upgrade for me, then I'll definitely give it to Pelisor. I think he deserves it for beating that Oathsworn. That's for sure. And now we're up against... Who are we up against? Oh, Mercenary Swordsman. I have a two-handed. I'm going to go for a thrust here. Oh, there we go. Nice thrust. Yeah, I probably should have just gone for the slash, all things considered. I feel like the slash is just much safer. And requires a little bit less wind-up time as well, because obviously wind-up time is a big deal. You really don't want to have a situation where... Oh, nice. Yes, nice. There we go. You don't want to have a situation where the wind-up time is so incredibly long that the enemy is just going to be able to attack you before you're able to attack them. You know, it just makes no sense whatsoever. So yeah, anyway, there you go. Nice. Gained a little bit of extra money, a little bit of renown, and I think I should be able to become a vassal. I think I should be able to become a vassal. I'm not entirely sure about that. I do need to check something real quick. I need to check whether I have... Yeah, I have some weapons. Oh yeah, I do have quite a lot of blacksmith's hammers and pitchforks and things like that. So I do need to smelt those. And I think someone actually told me that one of the swords... Is it Pugla? Pugla or something like that? I think that's a really good sword to smelt, I think. I'm not entirely sure on that. And rusty stone. Yes. Rusty stone. You. Okay, yeah. So this is actually better than what we had. So I'm just going to do that. And thanks to those of you, once again, for telling me that I can just click this little lock icon and then it won't, buy everything from the merchant here. So Pelisor is now going to be equipping that cape. He looks fantastic, don't you think? Don't you think he looks like the Destroyer of Worlds? Yes, I'm sure he does. Alright, so we're going to smelt a little bit of stuff here, and as I've said before, we're probably going to be getting into quite a lot of smithing later down the line here, and I think I think I might try to do it almost immediately. I'm trying to wait and see if I can maybe speak to Mr. Caladog once again, because if I can speak to Caladog and potentially become a vassal, then I might have an easier time of persuading one of the ladies to potentially marry us. As I said, I did want to potentially marry someone that had armor so that we could just, you know, skip a bunch of progression and we could, you know, gain some really, really good protection in the process. But if that's not going to be the way it is, then I don't really mind too much. We have 350. Okay, so let's take a look. We can actually make 80 difficulty swords right here, which is actually pretty cool. So let's have a look. Wow, there's a lot of cool stuff, and we don't have access to it, of course. Okay, so what about this? Is this good? No, wait. I'm doing one-handed swords. I don't want to do one-handed swords. I want to do two-handed swords. Okay, so let's see. Oh, yeah, okay. The difficulty is still decent. Okay, so I can decide between this and this. Okay, well, the weapon reach definitely needs to be really good. Yeah, I think this one seems the best, I think. And then we'll go for this and see if I have any pieces. I might not have any. Okay, this increases the weapon reach once again. Yep, that seems pretty good. 85 cutting damage? I think that's quite nice, actually. I think that's quite nice. I'm not sure. Okay, we're already using that. What about this? That increases the weapon reach again, and you can actually create something with more size. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Ooh. Here we go. This is actually very cool. Okay, what about this? That's going to increase its difficulty to above what I have, unfortunately. So I'm going to go for 103 difficulty at the moment. And we might have to change it a little more. Can I make the... Ah, wait a minute. I can make this size long. Ah, look at that. I should make the blade longer. Yes. Yes, I should make the blade longer. This doesn't really do anything for me apart from the weight. Oh, yeah, it kind of does change the swing damage. I don't really mind about this too much. This can be reduced. Yeah, it does increase the weapon reach actually quite significantly, so maybe we just want to put it around about there. The difficulty is just above what we can do, though, which is really unfortunate. Maybe something like this. No, that doesn't seem to make that much difference. The weight is increased a little bit. Swing speed. Okay, let's... no, that doesn't seem to make any difference whatsoever. So I think I might have to reduce this just a little bit. There we go. Okay, 103. It's still pretty lengthy. It was about 119, wasn't it? 119 or something like that. So I can forge this. I don't have all the required materials. Idiot. Absolute idiot. Okay, well, just wait a second. We might be able to get it still. So let's have a look. We need steel. Yeah, that's the reason why you want that that smelting into steel and stuff, isn't it? Okay, so yeah, this is this. I need iron. Yeah, I need more iron. There we go. Okay, so I think I have enough now. Yes, I have enough to forge this. Okay. Whew. Hold your breath, fellows. Let's see if we're going to actually be able to make something good. Okay. Let's call it the... is it any good? I don't know. That's the thing. I have no idea if it's any good. So I'm just going to call it the bear... bear... Oh, yeah. I'm terrible at naming things. So if you have any names for weapons, by all means, put it in the comments. But for the moment, I suppose we'll just call it the bear biter. No, that doesn't sound good, does it? Okay, what about... For some reason, I always like going for the alliteration, which is really not a good habit to have, especially when looking for names, because then you're always thinking, oh, wait a minute, let's go for bees and all that stuff. I mean, technically, you know, Barney's entire family is all alliteration, because it's all Byron, Bruce, well, not Diggory in this case, because he's not actually a part of the Bear-tailed clan, but still. That actually makes sense. Okay, so... Well, what about devastating... devastating dagger. Yes, there we go. It's a dagger because it's so incredibly lengthy, it's hilarious. Why not? That's just a hilarious name to give to a two-handed sword. And look at this. We've actually unlocked a huge amount of additional smithing parts too, which is really cool. Look at that. That is actually kind of amazing. Look at that. It's still going. Look at that. It's crazy. Okay. Well, I'm just going to be refining some more charcoal. And there's the devastating dagger. Nice. Okay, so we're just going to smelt a little bit more, a couple more pitchforks just to get rid of the entirety of my energy. And let's take a look. I'm actually using a one-handed and a... yeah, I think this is much better, actually. Look at this. I can sell this for 5,000. What? Okay, that's pretty crazy. Okay, I'm going to be using it, though, because that is just amazing. I mean, really, how can I say no to this? Look at this. It's pretty good, no? Is it not? Is it not good? Oh, I hope it's really good. Let's actually go into the marketplace here. This is the first time I've actually made a sword that is any good. Just bear that in mind. So let's have a look here. Is there anything? Yeah, okay. There's the other two-handed sword. Look at my sword. Oh yeah, it's much better. It is much better. That is fantastic. Cool. I like it. Okay, so what about if we go in here again and we do a little bit of... Actually, I can't do that because I have one stamina. Okay, you know what? I'm going to test it out in battle first. Let's test it out in battle before we do any more smithing and things like that, because I am going to need to restore myself a little bit in the meantime and also buy some food. All right, so we're close to a village here, and I'm a bit worried about this, to be honest. I personally don't think I'm going to be able to do this without being attacked, but hopefully because we're in the forest, I should be able to run through it relatively quickly and hopefully try to escape. So this is an iron ore village, bear that in mind. If we're able to pull this off, then we will gain so much iron ore, it will really, really help us a great deal. Look at the devastating dagger. Yes, the devastating dagger seems very, very lengthy for a dagger. Yes. Again, the alliteration completely got me, and I was like, yes, it may seem like a stupid name now, but just wait and see. It's definitely going to be one half truth, shall we say, because it's going to be definitely devastating if I can actually make it work. What is this? Are you serious right now, sir? Are you serious? Okay, come on now. Yes. Oh, there we go. Oh, that was nice. That was very, very nice indeed. I like this sword. I like it. Oh, it's going nicely. Very good indeed. Okay, well, what I would highly recommend doing is if you're liking what you're seeing right here and you own the game, I'd highly recommend just downloading Bannerlord Tweaks and just having a grand old time doing some smithing, because I personally never really got into it a great deal. I did a little bit of dabbling here and there, and with Barney especially, I did quite a bit, but I never really got into it a huge amount, and I always created terrible things. But no, now not so much. Now it's looking like it's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty nice. So I'm happy that I didn't take that much damage in that raid as well. So let's have a look. Hopefully there won't be any people coming towards me here. Come on now, let's start raiding, please. More talking, less raiding. More talking, less raiding. That's what I was about to say. Of course. That's me, isn't it? Yeah. So it's just classic diggery. But yeah. Anyway, less talking, more raiding. I know what it is, but you know, I said it the opposite way around. All right. Well, whatever the case, I am going to be ending the raid just before we stop, just so that I will be able to not have mercy reduction. And there we go. That's what we're going to be able to do. So I actually gained a little bit of iron. Oh, wait a minute. We've got some mountain bandits. I wouldn't mind fighting those mountain bandits, but they seem really fast. What's actually going on with that? Oh yeah, by the way, someone actually asked me, how do you see how fast you're going and stuff like that? It's actually just this little icon down here. You can just click on that and then it brings up this additional menu, because you asked whether it was a mod or something. It's not. It is in the base game as far as I'm aware. And yeah, it took me a while to find that as well. So you're not alone. You're not alone. Okay, so let's have a look and see whether we can maybe fight these mountain bandits. They're moving at 3.5. We're moving at 3.3, so they are much faster than us. I'd like to be able to speak to this guy. Maybe we can actually ask him if he... yeah, I would like to enter into the service. Your clan is at war with factions that Battania is not hostile with. Ah. Okay, it's because we're at war against the Western Empire, which is causing bad things to happen. So technically what I could do is I could probably try and find a Western Empire vassal. I could probably try and speak to them. And then maybe from that, we might actually be able to, you know, do a little bit of peace agreeing or something like that. That might be quite fun. Okay, I'm going to just once again take a look here and see if there are any two-handed swords, because I very much want to try and compare what I've made in comparison to what they make. And as you can see, this is a two-handed cleaver, and this cleaver is a two-handed / one-handed weapon, so it's kind of like a bastard sword. And you can also see that it sells for 53,000, which I gotta say is kind of crazy. That is kind of amazing. It does have a massive amount of damage as well. Its swing speed is a little bit too slow, in my opinion, because we're currently taking advantage of Speed Basher, because Diggory has Speed Basher, and having 101 or, well, more than 100 speed on a weapon is actually quite useful. The length is about the same as well, so it's just the disparity in the amount of damage that it's capable of doing. So I suppose it's not that bad, what I've made. But, I mean, considering it's my first effort, not bad, I guess. All right, well, let's actually just take a quick look here. Do I have? Yes, I have 400 stamina now. So shall we try to make some more stuff? I think we shall. So let's see if we can maybe get some more iron here. There we go. Let's get some more steel. And I don't think I have any more wrought iron, do I? No, I have a very small amount of that. Okay, so we need to get more of this. Yeah, that's very difficult to do. Very difficult indeed. Okay, so let's get some more pitchforks smelted. And now I have no more in my energy banks. So I guess we'll just have to go here and just sell this stuff. And does anyone want anything? Yes, Pelisor actually wants some stuff. Very good. Very good, Mr. Pelisor. Please equip yourself with the best that you can get, I guess. Okay, so there is actually a crown here which indicates potential noble units. So it might be nice for us to take a look. Ah, these are Imperial units, of course. Yes, of course they are, because Lagata technically was actually an Imperial town beforehand. So that's good to know. And there is no tournament here because there is no little wreath there, because apparently... yeah, I mean, I realized that way back, but I obviously forgot. So thank you for the reminder on that as well in the comments. That really does help me out quite a bit. So what we're going to do is I would like to fight... Wait a minute. There was a big looter party. Yes, there we go. 27 looters. I would like to be able to fight them if at all possible, to try and test out my weapon just that little bit more, because I barely had any opportunity to do that against those militia, because the militia generally tend to be quite difficult. If there's 3 of them against you and they're all blocking, it's... kind of harsh. But anyway, let's tell my people to charge in. And we've also got to, as one of you said, we've also got to bear in mind that the armor weight is a really important thing to take note of. So I can't really go and run around in huge armor. I mean, look at this guy. The Battanian Falksman knows what's up, because he's literally running around with, well, not much on, and he's super fast on his feet, and that's exactly the point. Okay, 37 damage. That's actually not as much as I would have liked, but I think I just hit him in the wrong area, potentially. But this sword is not doing too badly. I feel like maybe it could be better. Well, it is my first effort, I suppose, so I suppose that's not too bad. But, yeah, I'm probably going to need to do... some more smithing in the future. I mean, obviously I'm going to do more smithing. I'm actually enjoying it quite a lot, so it would probably be quite fun to see what else I can make. And especially to name some of the weapons that you all might suggest, because let's face it, I think that's also half the fun. You know, getting these really cool names. And you don't have to go for alliteration, by the way. You can go for basically anything you want. Any cool kind of name, like maybe The something I should have gone for. Maybe The Devastation or something. I don't know. That's probably kind of... It's probably kind of cringy or something. Oh, well, I don't really know. Something like that, I guess. Anyway, it seems like, what? The Battanians are doing crazy work. Look at this. They've taken Ortisia. They're starting to expand. Actually, quite considerably around here, which is kind of amazing. And I'm kind of surprised that they're not at war against the Western Empire. It kind of seems like they are, but apparently not. Okay, so let's just increase a couple more of our guys in level. There we go. All right. So I should have enough in terms of my energy now, maybe. Yes, 400. And we're going to do a little bit more smithing. So let's have a look. We want to make another two-handed sword, do we not? So let's try and see if I can make a high tier one. We did unlock a whole bunch of... yeah, we got this one. We got a whole bunch of new parts. Ooh, look at this. Uh-huh. That's going to increase its difficulty considerably, which might be good. I mean, I'd like to make a fine weapon if at all possible. Yeah, does it increase its difficulty that much? Yeah, by 30, actually. That's a pretty significant increase. So maybe I want to go for something like this. I think this looks pretty good. What about this? Do I get... Oh, yeah, we unlocked a whole bunch. Look at that. Okay, what about that? No, that makes it much, much shorter. We want a good weapon reach. That's the thing. Good weapon reach is very important. Okay, maybe something like this. Something like that. Yep, there we go. Let's increase the length. And we also want to... Ooh. Look at that. We can actually put a pommel on it. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that is actually pretty cool. Unfortunately... that does increase its difficulty quite a lot. I will be able to... I could put something like that on it, I guess. And we can make it bigger or smaller if we want to. Don't really know how that increases my cutting damage at all with this thing on. But yeah, we should probably increase this a little bit as well. That increases its weapon reach. Does decrease its handling quite considerably. What about if I put this on now? No, that's not going to work. Alright, I guess something like that probably be pretty good. What does this actually do? Just increases the weight, increases the cutting damage a little bit, I guess. I mean, that might be quite fun. What else does this do? Increases cutting damage even more. What else does it do? Increases its weight. And decreases its swing speed as well. Yeah, the swing speed is a bit problematic here, but I'm looking to sell this one, if at all possible. So that's the main reason why I'm creating this one. Okay, why not? Let's forge it. Okay, so yeah, seems decent. It doesn't seem like I had any disadvantages on this particular sword. What are we going to call this? Should I just call it selling sword? The more alliteration that happens, it's just crazy. Okay, so golden... yes, let me just type properly. Golden Sword of Truth. There we go. Golden Sword of Truth. That's what we're going for right there. And we're gaining 9 skill points in smithing, which is pretty crazy, because now we have exactly what we need. Shall we make another one? I can make another one straight away. I can basically make the exact same one again without having to really change anything. Let me actually just take a look here. Did I gain anything new? This is pretty cool. Yeah, that seems pretty cool, actually. It's a one-handed / two-handed sword. And once again, we're going to make it for you know, difficulty, well, not difficulty, for selling, and for also increasing our skill and things like that. So let's do it. Let's do another one. And let's do, we're not going to call it the Golden Sword of Truth. We're going to call it Death's Edge, something like that. There we go, Death's Edge, and there we go. We got another bunch of smithing skill. That's actually really cool. That is actually really, really cool. Okay, so let's take a look and actually see how much we can sell these for. Look at that. Okay, so Death's Edge is not selling for that much, and Golden Sword of Truth is selling for a lot more. I wonder why that is. Is it because it has the one-handed tag as well as the two-handed tag? Because I barely changed anything about it, pretty much, but maybe that is indeed the reason. So I guess I'm just going to sell both of these. And boom. Now we're going to gain 10,000. That is actually crazy. That is actually really, really crazy, and I am very much enjoying the smithing. I hope the person that actually said, oh, I really hoped this was going to be a smithing series, I hope the person that said that in the comments is actually still watching, because it's now turned into a smithing series, pretty much. Without me really intending it to, but it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.